Boom, da-ba-doom, boom, da-ba-doom.
Hey guys, Chris Peach here, and welcome to Money Peach TV. Hey, do you remember growing up learning how to handle money? Yeah, neither do I. So that's why we're here today to make money fun again. We're going to talk about the principles in life that matter when it comes to managing your money the right way. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Money Peach TV. Before we jump into this incredible episode of Money Peach TV, I want to take a second to talk to you guys about my #1 online program for showing you how to go from with money to being awesome with money, and that's Awesome Money Course. So head on over to awesomemoneycourse.com so you can see why people all over the world are taking advantage of this #1 online program for showing you how to be awesome with your money. Alrighty guys, this is it. Season is almost over. This is episode number 12 of Money Peach TV. I'm so glad you are here. If you've missed any of the other episodes, please go back and learn. I have some great content out there, and it's value. It's value, it's free, and I want you guys to eat it up. So last week, we talked about kids and money. You know, what should you be teaching your kids? So this week, we're going to dive into the topic that has been kind of the topic of discussion over the last 12 weeks or 12 episodes, and it has to do with opportunity cost. I didn't actually mention the word opportunity cost, but that's because I knew we were going to talk about it today. So opportunity cost, what does that mean? Okay, let's just say it's a big fancy financial term to mean this. If you spend $1 here, you're giving up the opportunity to spend that dollar here. Okay, very, very simple to understand. So let's apply that. So let me give you an example here, a little story, a little fun fact. So a couple weeks ago, I met with this girl named Samantha. Samantha was awesome. She came in and she wanted to get a hold of her finances, and I was going to help her. So we started looking through, and we noticed she had $45,000 in credit card debt. Okay, sound like anybody you know? $45,000 in credit card debt, and on average, the average interest rate we come up with right around 24 to 25% interest rate. So I took a look at this and I said, Samantha, you're doing a great job because you want to get rid of this. She was making $1,000 a month payment to it, and she was thinking, I'm doing a great thing. And she was squeezing some money to put $1,000. So she was giving up the opportunity to take that $1,000 and put it somewhere else because she was making more than the minimum payment. She was applying it towards debt, so that was good. But we started looking at this and I said, Samantha, if you make $1,000 payment a month on this, it's going to take you about 11 years to pay this off. And in that 11 years, you're going to pay $132,000 total if you just make this $1,000 payment each month to get rid of this debt. Okay? You have $45,000 in credit card debt, and the way things are going, it's going to take you 11 years, and you're going to end up paying $132,000 for this $45,000 debt. That's the power of interest. That's why banks' buildings are taller than ours. So we took a look at it and we said, let's look at some opportunity costs. So we looked at her monthly budget, and she didn't live an overwhelming lifestyle. She did pretty good, but we took a look at some stuff, and she had some things in there that we could definitely cut back on. Going out to eat, we didn't take it away from her. We just cut back on it a little bit. We took her yoga class. We cut back on it a little bit. We cut back on the cable. So we started squeezing things in her budget. And what we realized is she could save $800 a month. So what we said is, what if we gave up the opportunity of taking that $800 and sending it to the cable company and to the yoga class and going out to eat and all that kind of stuff? What if we took that $800 a month and we gave up the opportunity of sending it there, and we gave it the opportunity to send it to the credit card companies to get rid of that debt sooner? What would that look like? So instead of making a $1,000 payment, she was making a $1,800 payment. So what does that look like? Well, instead of paying off debt for 11 years, it went down to 3 years. So she saves 8 years of bondage to the bank. 8 years. Think about how long ago 8 years was in your life. That's a long time, right? That's a lot of days and nights. 8 years. But the biggest thing was, she also saved $67,000 in interest. Okay, so her original plan was, I'm going to make a $1,000 payment. It's going to take me 11 years. I'm going to spend $132,000 to pay off $45,000. So now, if she adds $800 by squeezing back her life a little bit, removing the opportunity of having super fun and just having fun, and applying that towards her debt, she saves $67,000 in 8 years. Okay, here's what's crazy. So in that time period, I said, Samantha, you were willing to make this payment for 11 years. So let's just say we're not going to go back to cable, or we're not going to go back to, lavish lifestyle. We're just going to kind of keep pretty minimum. What's it going to look like to you? So what we did is we said, let's take that $1,800 a month and let's stick it in a mutual fund. And just for average amount, let's say it returns 8%. That's not a great average, but let's just say it returns 8%. I want to see what this looks like. So we did that, and we put it in a little financial calculator, and out spits out $240,000. $240,000. So in 8 years, if she does $1,800 a month, and she does this for 8 years at 8%, that's $240,000 a month. Add that on to the $67,000 she saved by paying off her debt earlier. That's a $307,000 swing. Now I know what you're thinking, Chris. $307,000. Come on, 8% interest. Have you seen how the markets are doing? That can't be right. You know what? It is right. But let's just say, we'll play devil's advocate here. Let's say I'm wrong. Let's say I'm half wrong. So instead of $307,000, you're only going to be up $157,000. Boo-hoo, right? The point is here, opportunity cost plays a role in every aspect of our lives. I talked about how car payments suck. What if you didn't have that car payment? What would life look like if you applied that car payment to somewhere else in your life? What if you didn't have a house payment? Mortgages and rent, that's the biggest expenses in our lives. So what if we don't have a house payment? How wealthy would we be if we took the opportunity of paying down the mortgage, pay off our mortgage, and instead of sending it to the bank, we're sending it to ourselves in the form of investing or whatever you want to do with it? That is opportunity cost, okay? So think about it. Think about your life right now. Where are you spending money that you wish you weren't spending money? What if you just sat there and you thought for a second, how much is my car payment? How much am I paying in interest to the bank? How much are my credit card payments? What's my student loan payment? What are all these payments adding up to? What if I didn't have that and I could apply that to somewhere else in my life? That's the opportunity cost. But the fact of the matter is most people have credit card debt. Most people have a student loan. Most people have a car payment. So how do you get rid of that? How do you possibly make that go away quicker? Well, let's look at the opportunity. What kind of things in your life do you really not need right now? There's needs and there's wants. Let's look at the needs and let's identify the wants. If you want something, go ahead and keep it. But if you want to be debt free, then you're going to have to give up something from the luxuries in life. So that's what we did. We cut cable. We canceled vacations. We got rid of our brand new cars, right? We became the people that didn't buy Christmas gifts for 47 people every year. We did that whole gift exchange thing. We were cheap, right? People called us cheap. You know what happened though? The opportunity cost saved us a lot of money and a lot of time, $52,000 in 7 months. And then we were able to apply that towards investing, apply that towards our kids' college savings, and apply that towards the mortgage to pay it off faster. Let me tell you what, when my head hits the pillow at night, I go to sleep. I go to sleep because I don't worry about debt. I don't worry about that crap. I don't want you to worry about that either. So in the last episode here, let's make a decision. What do you want to do? Do you want to live normal, live paycheck to paycheck and just stress about money forever? Or do you want to retire with wealth? Do you want to teach your kids how to handle money the right way? Right? Do you want to stop making debt payments and take a nice vacation for you and your family? The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Look, I've done it. I've sat in your shoes. I remember being paycheck to paycheck. I remember being completely broke and it sucked. And I don't want you to be there. And if I'm somebody that could figure it out with no knowledge and no Money Peach TV and no podcast at the time, then you can figure it out by just listening to this right here. All right, guys, that's all I have for this episode and for this season. And thank you so much for being here. It was a blast hanging out with you. And I will see you guys in the next season, but stay tuned. If you have any questions, go back and listen to episodes 1 through 12. Watch the episodes. They're great content, lots of value, and I'm excited. Take care. Alrighty guys, we just finished episode 12, which happens to be season 1 of Money Peach TV and podcast. The season is now over. So if you haven't done so already, I want you to go back and I want you to listen to episodes 1 through 12. They're short, they're to the point, and they're there to provide you a ton of actionable steps and value that you guys can start taking right away with your money. But I have more for you. I would love for you to join me inside Awesome Money Course. Go to awesomemoneycourse.com to get registered for our 9-week online program where we take you from with money to being awesome with money. Inside Awesome Money Course, we talk about how to set up a budget. We talk about saving money the right way, paying off debt. We talk about investing for retirement, investing for your kids' college, mortgages, finances. We talk about every little aspect of your life and your money, and we do it the right way. So join us. October 3rd is when the doors are going to open. So October 3rd, the doors open. They open for 2 weeks only. At the end of that 2 weeks, on October 16th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the doors will shut and you will have to wait again until next year. So October 16th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will no longer be allowed to register for Awesome Money Course. I do not want you guys to miss out. So make sure you go to awesomemoneycourse.com, check us out right there. And if you want a little something more, then I have something for you. I'm going to offer a free webinar this week and next week where we are going to be talking about how to go from living paycheck to paycheck to living. It's a free webinar. I would love for you guys to join me. Go to moneypeach.com/good times. moneypeach.com/good times. Because, hey, we're going to have a good time. I'm going to walk you step by step. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to be doing to get started the right way. And you know what? It's going to be a live webinar. You're going to have access to me. You have comments and questions you have for me. Stay tuned, get in that webinar, and tell you something else. We have a little bonus we're throwing in at the end, only for those who are on the webinar. So we'll see you guys there. AwesomeMoneyCourse.com, and to get on the webinar, MoneyPeach.com/good times.
Boom, da-ba-doom, boom, da-ba-doom.